Hey, I messed up, y'all. I messed up. I inadvertently gave y'all some misinformation. I didn't mean to now. I told y'all yesterday that Erica Kurt lady was 8 weeks pregnant with some dude that's been taking a dirt nap for 10 weeks, okay? I got called out by a few people that said that was fake news. And here's the thing, though. I have been watching people talk about that for over a week, and then I got up on the Google machine, there to Google Gemini, and had a long conversation with it about it. And it verified up, said that J.D. Vance was the first person to congratulate her and all that stuff. Just turned around and made the video, felt safe enough to do it, and I got called out, said it was fake news, so I went and looked back into it again. Sure enough, y'all, she didn't actually say she was pregnant, is what it said. So anyway, what she did say, though, was that she hopes that she's pregnant with the white supremacist, homophobic, misogynistic, bigoted baby, is what she said, is what she was. I'm paraphrasing, though, I'm paraphrasing, but that's what she was saying. She hoped that she was, which is weird enough for her to say, don't you think? I mean, why would you say something like that in case she was trying to get ahead of the story, just in case, just in case the story breaks, or maybe she was pregnant, because she is one of them Christian nationalists and they do things like that, So anyway, she could have been, she could have not been. Who knows? Look at her. She's a diabolical creature is what she is. She's fake about everything that she does. She's an effing liar. We know that. So anyway, I don't know, but I'm apologizing up on you, y'all. I don't mean to spread misinformation. It is political satire, by the way, but I do try my best to try to make my information accurate, okay? Sometimes I F up. I'm sorry, y'all. I apologize up on you, all right? But anyway, I'm actually here to talk to Team Taco. Look, you fake-ass patriots. I got good news for you, is the thing. And I don't hardly ever come at you with some good news, but I do have good news for you now. It's about that meeting that Donald F. and Trump there had with Mom Donnie the other day. Yeah, I know that he's one of them Muslim communists. Y'all call him a Muslim communist. Y'all don't like that fella right there. You don't like them Muslims. I mean, except for the ones that y'all love. The ones that y'all love that he invites into the White House. The ones that are murderous dictators, or the ones that gives him, a $500 million golden F palace in the sky. Those you love, but the Mom Donnie, don't like that one right there. Anyway, and it bothered y'all a whole lot and confused up on you because, well, Donald F. and Trump was friendly with that fella and y'all wanted him to attack him, and y'all can't figure out why he didn't do that. But if you notice during that press conference that Mom Donnie was asked by a reporter, look, you have referred to Donald Trump in the past as a fascist. Do you still feel that way? Well, Mom Donnie continued to go ahead and explain how, yes, he does feel that way, but Donald F. and Trump stopped him. He laughed, gave him an elbow bump and said, go ahead, you can say it. You can say it. Yes, I'm a fascist. He just let him know it's okay. So I'm letting you know now that it's okay. Since Donald F. and Trump admitted that, yes, he's a fascist, now then you can admit it, that, yeah, he's a fascist. And the thing is about that is now that you know, and knowing is half the battle, G.I. Joe. Now then you can do something with that information, okay? Because you've been being lied to this whole time. You've been brainwashed into hating you some Antifas, which ain't nothing but anti-fascist. You've been brainwashed into hating on these people, which are Americans, patriots. It's the American thing to do to be Antifa, anti-fascist. Now you understand why that Donald F. and Trump was telling you that you can't be Antifa, and that's because he's a fascist. So he did explain up that, yeah, he is. And now that you know that, now you can do something with that information. Quite possibly what you could do, get up on the Google machine now and look up what the actual meaning is, the 14 characteristics of fascism. Been asking y'all to do that for a long time, but y'all been afraid of the Google. You can use that now, because one thing that you did find out this week too, you've been being lied to this whole time by these fake MAGA accounts out there on the Twitter spaces. All that been just bogus information from the Israelis and the Russians and the Pakistanis and the India and the Iranians, all over the place, but not America. Been brainwashing up on you, making you hate some anti-fascists, what they've been doing. So anyways, now that you know that, now then you can go look up that information. Or I did a video just a little while back there. God called me on a Zoom call and he explained up on me exactly what the 14 characteristics of fascism was. Had him on a Zoom call. Now, the dude did sound a whole lot like Archie Bunker, but, who am I to argue with God? So anyway, you can find all that information out now, and then you can do something with it. Make a choice. Do you still want to be a fascist? now that you know that you are, or you can distance yourself from it. Now, if you're going to be one, you need to get you a hat that says fascist on it. Or you could just continue wearing those red ones that you got, because actually that word MAGA, that's the way you spell fascist now. It's the way it's done. They changed it up on you. Just like pneumonia starts with a P. Ain't no reason for that P to be there. It's just hanging out because it just likes being there in front of the N, Ain't no reason for it at all. Same way with the word knock, a K. It ain't knock. It's knock. The K just likes hanging out there in front of the N too. There's something about those N's. But anyway, that M there on your MAGA now makes the sound f is what it is. And then you got the A, it still goes just like it does in MAGA and in fascist. It still does that Now the G, that's where it's tricking up on you right there. The G, it goes shit. I know it don't look like it should, but it does now, okay? And then the A, it really tricks up on you and makes a different sound. It goes st at the end right there. So if you put all those letters together, fascist, that's what it spells. MAGA, fascist, that's what it spells right there. So you can continue wearing that since you now know that Donald F. Trump is a self-admitted fascist, okay? So anyway, that's the good news for you right there. Bad news is he ain't going to be around a whole lot longer because, well, the Marjorie's Taylor's Green, she's resigning there from the Congress because she could read the tea leaves and know that they're all being exposed with the whole Jeffrey Epstein stuff and everything. She don't be a part of it. And the thing that's coming with that is there's other Republicans also don't want to be a part of that. See, they don't want to be connected up with the United States' largest child trafficking sex ring. They don't want to be a part of that continued cover-up because that's exactly what Donald F. Trump and Pam Blondie are going to continue to try to do at the best of their ability, So anyway, these Republican Congress people and stuff, they want to kind of get out while the getting's good if they can, because they want to have careers in the public sector and stuff too going into the future. And if you're found out that you was, hiding a pedophile ring, you probably won't do good in the public sector either, or private sector, anywhere. So the word is there's other resignations on the horizon, which is going to leave Donald F. Trump a real lame duck president whenever the Democrats take control of the House of Representatives before the midterms, because then it's investigations and things like that. And then we get to where we can start seeing everything about what did exactly happen to that Charlie Kirk deal there. What did exactly happen there in Butler, Pennsylvania? All of those things we get to start finding out about. And I guarantee you it's not good for Donald F. Trump Krasnov, so, and he knows that. So who knows where the resignations might all come from when everything starts coming apart at the seams, because what we already know just about from the Jeffrey Epstein estate emails is that Donald Trump knew. There's no way he didn't know that Steve Bannon and Jeffrey Epstein were just tight as they could be all the way up until the very second that Jeffrey Epstein was arrested. They talked about all kind of stuff. He even offered up his island to him, offered up his mansion to him, all kind of stuff. So it's already coming out that Donald F. Trump didn't end his relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. He just concealed it, is what he did. And that's not even looking into the actual Jeffrey Epstein files yet. Okay? So anyway, it's all coming apart, but I was just going to let you know there, Team Taco, look, it's okay. It's okay now that he admitted he was a fascist. You can either distance yourself from that, just like some of these Republican congressmen are wanting to distance themselves from being a pedophile, or you can embrace it and keep wearing that red MAGA hat, all right? Inmate Trump.